guys, and welcome back to Urban Air Gunner. First off, yes, a few things have changed, namely my haircut. I'm okay with that though. The last thing you saw me do was set up my Sig MCX, and maybe you even saw me take the first few shots with it. Well, today I'm in my backyard and I'm gonna be putting it through its paces. Got a bunch of different pellets that I got to test out, and I'm calling these pellets the best of the worst. And what I mean by that is I went to the local sporting goods store and I bought the cheapest pellets I could find. These are daisy pointed pellets. You get 250 in a pack. I would tell you how much they weigh, but I don't know. It doesn't even say so on the pack. And these were $2.50. Then these next two are both Crossman. One's the pointed, one's the Devastator. They both weigh 7.4 grains. You get 250 in each pack, and they both cost $3. The last is the Gamo Red Fires. And you might be saying, whoa, 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 those aren't cheap pellets. Those are like a $9 pack of pellets. Well, fortunately for me, they were actually mispriced at the store. I got this tin for $5. You get actually 150. These are 7.8 grain. Hopefully if they perform, they'll be something really cool. Along with those, I have these little pellet pods from Gamo that came free with some air rifles I purchased. I have the Gamo Platinums and the Gamo Lethals. I don't know how much they weigh. It doesn't say so on the little pod capsules. Let me tell you what I'm gonna be doing. 10-yard accuracy with all these pellets. That's where I think I'm going to be using this gun the most, and that's where I want it to hit spot on, and I think it can do it. I'll be taking all the shots from a resting position. I'm gonna actually be resting the gun on top of the bag from this table. You can probably see the little backyard range I have set up right there behind me. I've already measured it out using my rangefinder, 10 yards. Also, what I'm gonna be testing is if at point blank range and 10 yards, if these pellets can be fired through a piece of sheetrock, then I'm gonna kind of shoot them at my steel target, collect them up, and see actually what happens when they really just hit a hard surface, how they mushroom out. I think that'll look really interesting. Excited to see which pellet performs the best. This is actually going to be the last little bit of field testing I do on this gun before I put it right into action on what I want to use it for. Remember, click that subscribe button because you won't want to miss that. All right, this is going to be the Drywall point blank shot test. So I'm going to shoot 3 rounds of each pellet pretty much point blank at this drywall, see if it goes all the way through. Simple as that. 3 rounds all the way through, no problem. I don't think any of them are gonna have a problem from point blank range, to be honest with you. But I said I'll do it, so I'll keep doing it. Crossman pointed, daisy pointed, Gamo Red Fires, Gamo Lethal, Gamo Platinums. So there were the Gamo Platinums, Gamo Lethals, Gamo Red Fires, Daisy pointed, Crossman pointed, and the Crossman Destroyers. They all ripped right through this thing like it was nothing. There's one little test I want to try. I have no idea the validity of this test, what it affects, why anyone would even be interested in this test. But I'm gonna do it. I've loaded one of each pellet up into the belt. I'm gonna push it through with this pen and show you what it looks like when it comes out. So this is the first one. This is the Crossman Destroyer. And as you can see, it's got 4 little tiny ridges right around the skirt. This is the Crossman pointed. And you can see it has marks around the skirt and just around the edge of the head there. And the same with the Destroyer. The Destroyer had little marks on the head as well. The Daisy pointed, I think, so far is the one that probably has the deepest gouges on it, so that might be the softest lead. And right here on this one especially, it's super gouged. Gamo Red Fire. And the tip is really cool on this. On a Predator Polymag, the tip is a solid red. This is almost like a neon orange that you can, it's almost translucent. It's really cool looking. This is the Gamo Lethal right here. And this is the pellet that has the black plastic skirt and just the copper inset for the head. This one has minimum damage on it. It literally just looks like little tiny marks. You probably can't even see them. The damage is so minimal on that one. And the last up is the Gamo Platinum. As far as the all metal pellets go, this one has the least amount of damage. This might be a special alloy pellet. Barely notice any damage on this one at all. And this is one pellet. I actually only found 2 of these pellets, so that's why I'm not including these in the big overall test. But this is a Crossman wad cutter, so you can kind of see the little bit of damage done to this Crossman wad cutter. Like I say, guys, I really don't know what the point of that little test was, but I did it, so now you know. Hope that was informative to at least one person out there. Gonna shoot some steel right now and show you what the pellets look like after they impact the steel at 10 yards. All right, let me clip you on the gun. All the way right there. Gamo Red Fire. Gamo Lethals, the plastic ones with the little copper head on them. Hit. Gamo Platinums. Crossman Premier Pointed. Daisy Pointed. Crossman Devastator. So here is the Gamo Red Fire, and you can see the tip right there. Very different from Predator Polymag tips. There's what a round initially looks like. So that's what was left after it was shot into the steel target. This was all that was left after recovering a Gamo Lethal, and that is the one that initially looks like this. And this is what's left. The Gamo Platinum was fired, and that's what it initially looks like before fired. Daisy Pointed. Crossman Destroyers. The Crossman Premier Pointed out of 10 rounds. These were the only 2 I was actually able to find. The Gamo Lethal, and all I found was the copper tips on them. I don't know what makes these guys so lethal, but I honestly don't think that I would use these for hunting. And you didn't get to see these fired. These were actually fired a few days ago off camera, and they were actually fired at 17 yards instead of 10 yards, but these are Crossman wad cutters. All of these kind of just mushroomed out and opened up really good. The last test is a 2-part test. I'm going to be shooting 10 rounds at 10 yards, see which pellet hits the most accurate, as well as you saw the point blank test, which would go through a sheetrock, and they all absolutely went through. So I doubled up the sheetrock and I put it a small gap. I want to see if they'll go through the 1 layer of sheetrock, pass the little gap, and see what they do to the 2nd layer of sheetrock. All right, SIG accuracy test. We're going to go Gamo Platinum, Gamo Lethal, Gamo Red Fire. 10 rounds each. Gamo Lethal. Gamo Red Fire. All right, we're gonna go the Daisy Pointed, Crossman Pointed, Crossman Destroyer. Crossman Pointed. Crossman Destroyer. And that's exactly what I was hoping. I was hoping they would shoot good. Hell yeah. I was afraid I'd be having to buy these Gamo Lethals to get a good group. The cheap ones work. Okay, actually, before I pull the targets down, one last thing I'm gonna do is turn my laser on and zero my laser in at 10 yards. Here's the laser. It's as easy. Oh, no, not that way. There. That's right about perfect. The first one we had up was the Gamo Platinums. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you got rid of these two up here and those right there, that's a really good group. And those might just be flyers. The next we have is this Gamo Lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And actually this guy's still in here. Pull him out and see what he looks like. So the plastic body stopped, but the tip kept on going through. Then I shot these Gamo Red Fires, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 right there. And the interesting thing about this was, this is where I was aiming at. The funny thing was, down here, you'll see on this target here that there's a little dimple right there and a little dimple right there. The tips of the Gamo Red Fires were actually stuck. One was stuck right here, and I'm assuming that's where another one was. So somewhere in flight, the tips must have separated, flown down there, hit, stuck in, while the main body's stuck up there. I have no idea how that affected its accuracy, but it was just an interesting thing to note. The Daisy pointed, and basically this was like a shotgun. Aiming right here, the majority of them are right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next we come down here to the Crossman pointed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 something. Not that bad. Not the greatest. Then we come over here. You might have heard me like yelling how excited I was about these Crossman Destroyers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they bore huge holes through this. And you can see out the back, they must have continued through both sheets of drywall. So now I'm gonna just pull this drywall down and show you. So that's where the Gamo Platinums came out. That's where the Gamo Lethals came out. Gamo Red Fires, Daisy pointed, Crossman pointed, Crossman Devastator. Onto the second layer of sheetrock. You can feel one sticking right here. A Gamo Platinum, Gamo Red Fire, and I can see one in there. So this was the Gamo Red Fire. And it seems like all the other holes, they didn't go all the way through. Just probably one made it through here. Maybe one Platinum made it through. Down to the Gamo Lethal. Here's one of the bodies of the pellets. Let me just see here. Just kind of probing these holes to see if any go all the way through. And as you can see, the tip of one of them, the Daisy pointed. I don't think that any of them penetrate all the way through. Down to the Crossman pointed, and I think some went all the way through. That one didn't, but we do have one right here. Crossman Devastator, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to recover any of these because they just kept going. That is amazing. 2 layers of sheetrock. And actually, if you look down here, you can see a bunch of little pellet bodies here. There's Gamo Platinum, Gamo Lethal, Gamo Lethal again. I think this might have been a Daisy pointed. So it looks like only one Gamo Platinum made it through 2 sheets of drywall. It seems like only maybe one Gamo Red Fire made it through. Only one Gamo Lethal made it through. Absolutely no Daisy Pointed made it through. Maybe 2 or 3 Crossman Pointed made it through. I think probably what helped the Devastators out, all this, is that they all hit so close, so, you know, I think all of them made it through. What interesting things we can find back here. Here's the tip of a Gamo Red Fire. Here's an actual Gamo Red Fire body. Oh, it's a Gamo Red Fire with the tip still intact. Gamo Lethal, copper part. Gamo Platinum. Ooh, a Crossman Destroyer. I'm gonna take this guy and examine him a little bit. Oh, what is this? Another two Crossman Destroyers I found. It looks like it's a Crossman Pointed from the shape, but it might also be a Daisy Pointed. It's a Gamo Red Fire mushroom, but open. I'll take that one with me too and look at that one. Okay, here are the pellets that I dug out. There on the bottom is the Gamo Red Fire, and the 2 on top are the Crossman Destroyers. The Gamo Red Fire did expand, and the Crossman Destroyers also expanded. The Gamo Red Fire did expand just a bit more than them. Gamo Platinum, 10 shots, 10 yards. Gamo Lethal. Gamo Red Fires. Daisy Pointed. Crossman Premier Pointed. And in my opinion, the winner of the day, due to cost being that they're so inexpensive, accuracy, and damage, Crossman Destroyer EX. And this is a little chart that I've made. I will actually take a picture of this and post the link to it down below. But this shows their penetration at 10 yards, their expansion at 10 yards, accuracy at 10 yards, cost, and their weight. And you'll notice the Daisy Pointed, the weight is apparently top secret because I was not able to find it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, give this a thumbs up, and subscribe, because the next thing I'm gonna be doing with this gun, from what I saw today, this gun can absolutely go hunting pigeons, and I'm gonna do just that in this very next video. Go subscribe, you're gonna wanna see it. Urban Air Gunner. Oh, it sees the laser pointer. It's looking to chase the laser pointer. That's so freaking amazing.
Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.